friends, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Do you want off that diet roller coaster? Are you confused, overwhelmed, and frustrated with all the conflicting information? Do you wish there was a simple solution to get you healthier, smaller, and have more energy? Welcome to Holistic Health Made Simple, where you will find simple health solutions to help set you free from the diet culture, overwhelm, and ever-changing health rules. Where we go beyond the calorie and diet dogma to equip you to be healthy through simple changes to real food, mindset, and lifestyle. If you are ready to say yes to health and toss out everything that has not worked for a plan with simple steps that will work, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Jolene. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, wife, furry guardian, gardener, and non-bendy yoga. Like you, I spent years chasing skinny instead of health. I finally learned that I needed to take a holistic approach to health and give my body what it needed to thrive. If you are ready to find a health plan that is tailored to you and your current health, find solutions that are broken into simple steps to make it easier to implement, results that are undeniable like more energy, improved mood, better sleep, and fat loss, this is the podcast for you. Pop in those headphones, take a deep breath, and let's get healthy. Hello, and welcome back to Stuff by JoJo Wellness. We are going to continue on our last episode's talk of healthy weight. We talked last time about being healthy enough to participate in life without worrying necessarily what we look like doing it. But there's a little bit more to that. We want to be healthy. So it's not just a matter of being able to do things. It's a matter of making sure that we can continue to do things, that we are taking care of this body we were given. You're only given one body. If you haven't taken care of it this far, it is what it is, but it's time to start now and move forward with the things we know now, learning how to work with our body. Getting skinny, like I said last time, does not equal health. Focusing on your unique health and what it needs to get healthy is all that matters. There are some key steps we can do in taking care of our body to get to a healthy weight. A healthy weight is that, yes, you can participate in life. All your biomarkers are good. That you aren't going to rely on others to help you get through this life. So to get to a healthy weight, now it may not be the optimal BMI, so be it, but you're comfortable in your skin, you can move easily, you don't have lots of aches and pains. I mean, we're getting older, so that's going to be hard to avoid completely, but we want to focus on the health aspects. Eating foods that don't make our joints achy in the first place. And that's going to be unique to each one of you, but there is a handful of things I can tell you to do right now to start taking care of this body. It's our temple. It is the only body we got, and we've got to live in it until we're not here anymore. So it's time to take a step up, take responsibility, and move forward in a healthy manner. Now, the very, very, very first thing that you need to start doing is incorporating mostly whole, real foods. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to eat, what diet to use. One of the reasons paleo, a well-formulated ketogenic diet, vegetarianism, the Mediterranean diet, and these such diets work is because they make it a priority to eat whole, real foods. It is not the gimmick behind the diet, and none of them are really gimmicks. They eat real, whole foods. So start there. Now you're going to say, hey, wait a minute. I don't know how to cook. It's time to learn. But it's really not that difficult. Think of foods, and making a plate is really easy. A protein, some veggies, and some healthy fats. That's what you need to thrive. That's what your body uses to build new healthy cells. See, our cells regenerate. That's the positive in all of this, is that no matter where we're at, on a health standpoint, our cells truly regenerate. And if we're giving it healthy building blocks, it'll regenerate in a healthy way. So start with real whole foods. And you might be thinking, well, I think I'm eating real whole foods. Like the package says it's healthy, it's food. If it comes in a package and it has more than 1 or 2 ingredients, it's not whole foods. Whole foods, think things that grow in the ground and the things that eat the things that grow in the ground. So I am talking very specifically your animal proteins, vegetables in its natural form. I am talking about not really a lot of grains because they are highly processed in the forms we eat them. Most of us aren't going to go get the grain, grind it ourselves, and make bread. If you do, more power to you. I also generally suggest limiting sugar and limiting grains. And if you can eliminate them for a short period of time to kind of catapult your healing journey and then add them back slowly, it also helps with the cravings so that we can get into craving our vegetables, our fruits, our beef, our chicken, our pork, all of those things that give us those true building blocks. So we want to look at proteins as animal sources. Now you want to stick to as good a quality as you can afford. Don't think because you can't afford grass-fed, grass-finished beef that it doesn't matter, then it's no sense. Do the best you can within your budget. It's going to sound like your budget's all of a sudden you're going to go, oh my God, it's so expensive to buy eggs, to buy chicken, to buy beef, to pork, fish. But in the long run, the money you're saving on the other end of being healthy, the other end of actually being full. You don't eat as much when you're eating proteins, vegetables, fruits, and healthy fats. Your body's satiety signals start shutting down and telling you when you're actually full. It's these highly processed foods that keep us hungry. So once we start getting them out of our system, our body can know its limits of when it feels full and when it's truly hungry. So that's the best thing about this is as all of our cells regenerate and replicate and heal, we all of a sudden start getting our fullness signals going, our hunger signals going, our hormones start to rebalance, and there's way more hormones than the sexual ones, but they all start balancing, so our body starts functioning better. We have better sleep, we have better energy, and life in general, we're able to participate better. So when I want you to start thinking in terms of counting nutrients and not energy, which are calories. Think about eating the most nutritious foods you can until you feel comfortably full, and then stopping. It's that simple. There's not a lot of counting. You want to eat whole foods as much as you feel like until you feel full. I always suggest those of us that are aging to prioritize our protein because lean muscle mass will keep us functionally mobile for a long time. If we are not replenishing amino acids, which only comes from protein, or the majority of it comes from protein, it's very hard to get enough from plant matter. We can't have the building blocks to build fresh, new lean muscle mass and maintain what we have there. So it's really important that we are getting enough proteins in, enough amino acids in to keep our lean muscle mass so that we are functionally mobile well into our end of life. And that's the key. Now, I don't want to sound depressing, like we're all going to die anyways, let's enjoy life. But the problem is how do you enjoy life if you're not healthy, if you're not mobile, if you're not participating in life? Like I said, this is the only body you get. Start treating it well. Now you're going to say, because I've been there, how do I eat whole foods forever for the rest of my life and I'm never going to have like cake again? That's not what I'm saying. Eventually, as you heal and your cravings heal, you're going to naturally gravitate to the health foods. I'm not saying that you're never going to have junk food again. What I'm saying is I want you to get to a point where your body depends on the health food and it can tell you when it's had the junk food. Indigestion, aches and pains, digestive distress, hey, whatever it is, then you know that, okay, that few minutes of satisfaction was fun, whatever, and then you move on. A 90-10 rule is something I strongly encourage after you've made the initial change. Give your body some time to make a changeover. Don't go 90-10 like the first week. Take a few weeks to change over to real whole foods, and then a 90-10 rule. 90% of the time, whole, real foods. The rest, hey, it is what it is. We can't be perfect all the time. We are human. We are going to enjoy our families and our friends and eat out. And that's okay. You do not have to be perfect in how you eat. You just have to be consistently good the majority of the time. So I'm going to say that one more time because that kind of just popped in and I think it's very valid. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be consistent the majority of the time. So focus the majority of the time eating whole real foods. And honestly, even when you're out to eat, it may not be perfect, but you can always get whole real foods. Most restaurants have some sort of protein, a veggie, and you can get rid of the processed crap that goes around it that may not be as healthy. A piece of meat, chicken, fish, some steamed vegetables, ask for some butter, real butter on top, or some olive oil. Don't eat bland food. You're not going to stick with it. You're not going to take care of this body if all you're eating is, plain chicken breast and steamed broccoli. That's kind of nasty. I like lots of flavor, so don't forget the seasonings. And salt is a hit or miss. We'll go in a whole episode on salt, but if you haven't read The Salt Fix, I highly recommend it because our understanding of salt isn't really there. Our body needs sodium, but it needs the right amount and in balance with your other minerals. And it's a big topic. We won't go into it right now, but don't fear salt. Don't overdo it, but don't stay away from it and have bland food because of it. Salt brings out the flavor. And it's actually really good to help balance out some of your other minerals in your body and keep you hydrated. So for today, I want you to commit to start taking care of the only body you have by eating real whole foods. A few other things you can do is find some ways to reduce your stress. If it's taking walks, if it's yoga, if it's some meditation, praying, whatever that is to you, start doing it. Stress is the number one killer. It causes lots of chronic diseases. So we want to relieve or figure out ways to reduce our stress. Try to get good quality sleep as well and stay hydrated. We'll go into the other three in a different episode, but for now, take care of the one body you have. And remember, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent. On that note, I will see you next time. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you found value in what you heard today, I would be incredibly grateful if you could help spread the word. Sharing is caring after all. Share the podcast with others that will find the information helpful. It's through your support that I can continue to grow and bring more amazing content. And if you have a spare moment, I would truly appreciate it if you could leave a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to me, and it also helps others discover my show. I read every review and take your suggestions to heart, so please don't hesitate to let me know what you think. Remember, you can stay connected with me by following me on Instagram or visiting the website at holistichealthmadesimple.com. I love hearing from our listeners, so feel free to reach out, share your thoughts, ideas, and even suggestions for future episodes. See you later.